Welcome to the Kids Zone channel, children. I am going to tell you now the story of two foxes. There lived two foxes. One day they entered a farmer's poultry farm to steal eggs. There are two foxes in the chicken farm. They are stealing eggs. Farmer's wife shouted. The angry farmer came running with a stick and beat up both of them. He shouldn't have beaten us just for taking some eggs. Besides, we weren't stealing his chicken, one of the foxes said. You were right, said the other fox. We'll teach that farmer and his wife a lesson. They both decided. The next day, the farmer's wife was on her way with some bread, orange jam, and carrot soup to her husband working in the field. She saw a fox lying on the road. Oh, kind granny, could you put me in the shade of the tree? I have hurt my legs, said the fox to the farmer's wife. The other fox. The farmer's wife put down her food basket and helped the fox. Meanwhile, the other fox quietly stole her bread and jam. The farmer's wife was unaware of this. She picked up the basket and went to her husband. When he opened the basket, there wasn't any food inside. Where's the food? Asked the farmer. Have you forgotten to bring it? I'm sure, farmer's wife replied. I'm sure I have put my food inside the basket, she said. But who could have stolen it? He asked. The next morning, the same fox was there under a tree. When he saw the farmer's wife, he said, Oh, kind granny, could you give me some water? The same thing happened the next day also. The farmer's wife immediately put down the food basket and gave water to the fox. When she reached her husband, again she found that there wasn't any food in the basket. Then the farmer's wife realized who had stolen the food. Tomorrow, I'll teach those foxes a lesson, she decided. So, for teaching the foxes a lesson, so the next morning, she baked some bread with lot of chilies. Then she took some chili powder and mixed it with the jam. Later that day, the same fox said, Oh God, Granny, could you give me some water? Of course, here are some delicious bread and jam, she said with this. The farmer's wife said. As soon as the cunning foxes ate the bread and jam, they cried, Ah, my mouth is on fire. From that day, they didn't steal any food from the farmer's wife. So, the farmer's wife taught the foxes the lesson for cheating. Okay, children, if you like this channel, press the like button and subscribe to this channel, children. Thank you, children.